Across Ethiopia's highways, the pulse of the economy has always been carried on wheels. Massive trucks climb steep mountains, roar across dry plains, and deliver goods that keep industries alive. For decades, these mechanical beasts have run on one thing: diesel. It fueled construction, logistics, and agriculture. It built roads, cities, and industries. But diesel came with a hidden cost: dependency. Every drop of fuel had to be imported, paid for in foreign currency, and burned in engines that release clouds of smoke into the air. Today, that era is beginning to fade. A new force is rising, one that burns cleaner, costs less, and comes from Ethiopia's own soil: natural gas. This is not just an energy change, it is a mechanical revolution. A story of how Ethiopia is turning its natural resources into motion, literally powering the future of its transport industry. In 2025, Ethiopia inaugurated one of its most ambitious energy projects, a natural gas processing and power plant capable of generating more than 1,000 megawatts of electricity. Located near the Somali region's gas fields, this plant marks a turning point. For the first time, Ethiopia isn't just discovering energy, it is refining it, converting it, and using it to power homes, factories, and now vehicles. Until recently, natural gas was flared off, burned, and wasted during extraction. But with new processing infrastructure, it is now captured, purified, and compressed for multiple uses. Electricity generation is one part of the equation. The other is transport, the lifeline of Ethiopia's economy. As the plant comes online, Ethiopia gains something invaluable: a domestic fuel source capable of replacing diesel in the country's massive logistics fleet. Diesel engines have long been the workhorse of the world: strong, reliable, and efficient under heavy loads. But they came with a challenge that hit especially hard in developing economies. Diesel prices fluctuate with global oil markets. When oil prices rise, the cost of transportation goods skyrockets, affecting everything from food prices to construction costs. And for Ethiopia, which imports nearly all its diesel, the expense is enormous. Each year, billions of dollars flow out of the country just to keep trucks on the road. At the same time, diesel exhaust fills the air with carbon, sulfur, and fine particulate matter, pollutants that contribute to respiratory diseases and urban haze. The government's 2025 decision to ban diesel-fueled goods transport vehicles was bold but strategic. It was less about restricting something and more about unlocking something better. By shifting to gas, Ethiopia isn't just reducing emissions, it is reclaiming control over its transport economy. At first glance, a natural gas truck doesn't look very different from a diesel one. The chassis, the engine layout, even the gearbox all seem familiar. But inside the combustion chamber, the process is far cleaner and smarter. These vehicles use either compressed natural gas or CNG or liquefied natural gas LNG. CNG is natural gas stored under very high pressure, around 200 to 250 bar, in strong steel or composite tanks. LNG, on the other hand, is a gas cooled to minus 162 degrees Celsius, turning it into a dense liquid that can store more energy in the same space, perfect for long-haul trucks. When the driver starts the engine, gas is released in precise pulses, mixed with air, and ignited in each cylinder. Because natural gas has a higher octane rating, it burns more completely and evenly than diesel, producing more energy per carbon atom released. The composition creates a clean blue flame, no soot, no sulfur, and far less carbon buildup. That means the oil stays cleaner longer, piston rings last longer, and exhaust systems don't clog with residues. Technically, these engines can operate in three modes. 1. Dedicated gas engines, designed purely for CNG or LNG fuel. 2. Biofuel systems, capable of switching between diesel and gas. 3. Dual fuel systems, using a small injection of diesel to ignite natural gas for maximum efficiency. The last type is becoming particularly attractive for Ethiopian conditions since it offers flexibility during transition period. For mechanics, This isn't an aligned technology. It is an evolution, cleaner composition, smarter control, and longer life. Diesel engines are known for torque, the pulling strength that moves heavy loads uphill. Can gas engines compete? Modern CNG and LNG engines say yes. Advanced fuel injection systems and turbochargers give them nearly identical torque curves to diesel engines. In fact, many manufacturers now design natural gas trucks that can produce up to 95% of the torque of their diesel counterparts, while being 30 to 40% cheaper to refuel. The energy efficiency is remarkable. 1 kilogram of natural gas can deliver nearly the same energy output as a liter of diesel, but burns with a fraction of the emissions. The result: a truck that drives smoother, pollutes less, and costs significantly less to operate per kilometer. And unlike electric trucks, which still face range and charging limitations, natural gas vehicles can refuel quickly, making them ideal for long-haul routes. Behind the technology lies the real engine of change: economics. Ethiopia spends hundreds of millions of dollars every year on diesel imports. That is money leaving the country forever. But with natural gas, every liter equivalent burned on the road is locally produced, locally refined, and locally sold. That keeps wealth circulating within the national economy. It is also stabilizes transport costs. When global oil prices spike, domestic gas prices remain relatively constant, providing predictability to businesses. And here is where the policy becomes powerful. Ethiopia's government now allows tax-free imports of natural gas-powered vehicles. That means no import duty, no excise tax, and lower value-added costs for logistic companies. For a business owner looking to replace an aging diesel fleet, this is a golden opportunity. You can bring in a brand new gas truck for significantly less than before, and then operate it on cheaper, cleaner fuel. The payback period, the time it takes for saving to cover the purchase, can be as short as 2 to 3 years. After that, every kilometer is pure profit. Ethiopia is not alone in this transition. Countries like China, India, and Pakistan have been running CNG logistics for years, perfecting the technology and building global supply chains. Manufacturers such as Sinotruk, FAO, Dongfeng, and Tata Motors now produce heavy-duty trucks that can run entirely on gas with the same load capacity and reliability as diesel models. For Ethiopian importers, this means access to a proven technology ecosystem. Trucks can be sourced from Asia through the port of Djibouti, assembled locally, and maintained with available spare parts. Several dealerships in Addis Ababa and Adama are already in talks to establish authorized service centers for natural gas trucks. Training programs for mechanics and technicians are also underway, ensuring that the local workforce grows with the technology. A truck is only as good as the fuel network that supports it. That is why Ethiopia's natural gas expansion plan includes a national fueling corridor connecting gas production sites to major logistics routes. Along highways leading from the Somali region to Addis Ababa, new CNG refueling stations are being designed with modular compressors that can be installed quickly. These stations can compress gas directly from pipelines or local storage units, allowing trucks to refuel in minutes, just like diesel. Over time, this network will expand to cover the northern and western corridors, linking major cities and industrial parks. And here is the hidden advantage. Natural gas stations can also serve city buses, delivery vans, and even small generators, creating a multi-use fueling ecosystem that strengthens energy resilience. Every machine that switches from diesel to gas helps clean the air. Each truck that runs on CNG emits up to 25% less carbon dioxide, 90% less particulate matter, and virtually no sulfur dioxide. That is a massive environmental gain, especially for cities like Addis Ababa, where traffic and diesel smoke have long been problems. Cleaner fleets mean cleaner skies, healthier lungs, and less engine corrosion. Over time, this translates into lower healthcare costs and a better quality of life, all powered by technologies that pays for itself through efficiency. Every transformation starts with a single engine. At first, it might seem small, a few fleets switching fuels, a few stations opening up, but momentum builds fast. As gas infrastructure expands, more logistics companies will follow, more trucks will roll out of ports running on local energy, and Ethiopia's dependence on foreign fuel will continue to shrink. This isn't just an engineering achievement, it is an economic and national one. It is a vision where heavy-duty machines become symbol of independence, efficiency, and progress. From the Somali gas fields to the asphalt veins that connect Ethiopia's cities, a silent revolution is in motion. Diesel builds the past. Natural gas is building the future, a future where engines last longer, fleets cost less, and the air smells cleaner, a future powered not by import, but by innovation and engineering. And when you hear the low hum of a gas-powered truck climbing the highlands, know this, you are listening to the sound of Ethiopia's next industrial era, because the machines that move the nation are evolving.